Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 2 of Pendragon. We're still in the first year. I know it says episode 1. It should be episode 2. I'll fix that in a second. Don't worry about it. Everything's perfect. He, they pronouns. I'm your game master. I'm responsible for playing all the other knights and everything else in the realm. Colin, take it away as I fix the overlay.
Hi, I am Colin. I am playing Sir Gareth of the Winterborn Gunnet Manor, and I am very tired. Jim.
I am Jim. I'm going to be playing Sir Earl of Cholderton Manor, hoping to increase his prospects. And I'm doing good. Excited to drive off these Saxons.
Yeah, I'm super excited for this battle too. This is a healthy distraction from my own woes today. I went to the emergency room today. Everybody was not great, so not the best. I'm excited. I'm excited to come here and get ready to do some battles, right? So we're still in the first year of the game, year 485, and what's going on is we left off talking about Uther marshaling all of his troops, every single duke down to the earls, all of their bannerets knights are getting assembled to go strike at the Saxon king Earl down in the Saxon lands, which would probably be like around Kent. It's kind of to the south underneath Purdue Forest, and the eponymous Merced Creek is where this battle is going to be taking place. So I rolled randomly. This is roughly in July of this year where this is going to be happening, and it's a pretty solid day. And the first scene I want to start and get us all into here is it's the night before the battle, right? So we're in camp. We're on the borders of Logres, right, or more specifically, Silchester/Salisbury and Sussex, which is the Saxon-held territories. And we can see at night, lit by torchlight and campfire light, the banners of Uther Pendragon, so like the big red dragon, right, sitting above all the other the ducal banners. Some of the poles stand naked, though, missing banners, notably for us, Duke Carcoon's and Duke Cornwall's banners are missing. All right. So tomorrow, so that's just sort of like a general detail. It's a hint, and I'd rather would show you it that way than you be told it by a character. Right. So tomorrow's plans are known, like the general strategy. I know that maybe isn't always the true in the case, but just bear with me, right? All right. Uther is absolutely gosh darn pissed Cornwall doesn't show. And now there's concerns. Like Carcoon was kind of on the squiffly side of showing up because he's got his own Saxon problems that he's dealing with, right? So everyone's a little bit worried that our total strength, missing these two key ducal hosts, is going to really put us on the back foot here today. But Uther will be damned if he's not going to show up and actually go through with this today, right? So Uther completely persists. And furthermore, he declares the Duke of Silchester, Sir Ophius, to lead the van, who in turn will be promising one of his key banner knights, Sir Blaines, the steward of Lev Comagus. Quick backstory, your Earl, your Count Roderick, and Sir Blaines don't get along very well. It goes back to Roderick kind of winning the hand of Lady Ellen, who was obviously romantic rivals with Sir Blaines for her hand a while back. So anyways... so Sir Blaines, Earl Roderick's rival, is going to get most of the glory in this battle, and the Earl's kind of sitting off into a flank and fuming, and that's sort of the general premise of the camp right now. Is the Earl, everyone hearing the shouts from the Earl, being like, "This is gosh darn ridiculous," like how dare Uther do this to me, right? I'm better than all of them, kind of stuff, right? So there's a lot. Again, think of this like dark, spooky mist. I really want to convey here that the Dark Ages is like the best analog for the Uther period. Tournaments don't exist yet. The idea of romance doesn't necessarily exist in the way we will in the Arthurian period, right? Things are dark, gloomy. It feels a little bit more like Games Workshop is running their King Arthur, okay? So think of a little bit more heads on, like skulls on spikes here and pikes here and there, right? It's a little bit more metal and more brutal than maybe what we think of for Arthur in this time period. All right. So, anyways, the only other thing was that so you guys are on the left flank. You're all are under the Earl, and specifically you're all under Sir Lycus the Wolf, right? You're in his Esquile, and don't worry, the wolf will take care of his pups. But
Nice.
it's nighttime.
I like reminding us that this is a grimmer period. I think it may be a little bit of a culture shock for Sir Gareth, because at 21, he's never been in a battle, and having just been knighted, that's this very big ceremony full of a lot of symbolism and like stern sort of reverence and respect for the station that I now hold. And now this is like just a military camp.
Yeah.
And it's a very different, much more practical, much more grim-faced reality than the glory that he's been set up for.
Yeah, the bed's not nearly as comfortable as the one in Winterborn Gunnet. And speaking of that, your retainers, your what's it called, menses? Is that the mesnes? Is that what you call the military arm of your family in your manor? Whatever that's called.
I don't know.
French term. The French term. So, hey, all those knights that we rolled in level 0 are here too.
Yeah.
Right. So like all of those people who are of eligible knighthood are here. And you'll be rolling for them when the time comes for how they fare in the battle. Right. So cool. This is the first battle for all of you properly. And this is the first time you're going to be leading your families and stuff in this battle too. And I think that's important as well. All right. So, your uncle, your sister, they're here, and, they're going to be looking to you for leadership as well. Right. So not to mention you with Lycus and the Earl here as well. The reason why I bring this up and want to set up at nighttime here, though, is that instead of just going right, smack into the battle, if there's anything you want to do tonight, in terms of like, doing something that maybe would increase your loyalty or your passions to your family, anything about that, swearing like a boast or something to the Earl, being like, let me look for me in the battlefield, it's that kind of thing, like do some kind of promise, and that I will, you'll hear a tale of me, and if you do that, promise me the hand of so and so, right? If you want to be kind of brazen in this stuff, you can, right? I just wanted to throw that out there. This is kind of a space, but if you don't really have a great idea and you just want to go into the battle, we can rock and roll too.
Well, I think Sir Erwin probably wanted to do a lot of bragging, a lot of shouting from rooftops, right?
Yeah. A lot of that. He does. He's had somehow he ended up with a 10 in battle. I don't know if that was just from being a knight or if. Maybe he just picked up a little from stories about garrison life. So he would like to visit his family members that he's brought with him, who I guess I didn't name, which I thought I had. But,
I have a name roller if you want.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Male or female, Kimrick?
I've got 3 male, and then I'm a first cousin. Do not know their gender.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 male, 3 female.
Awesome. All right.
So we got Mind
Dog.
Mind Dog.
Yeah.
Mind Dog, Kibno, Gorthrin, Melangel, Colwyn, and Farade.
All right. Let's go with Mind Dog is the uncle, who is
Mind Dog.
like a illegitimate.
Yeah, of course.
And then Melangel will be first cousin. She should be not, and then she's close to my age, I think, just a little bit younger.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, this is good. So what's going to look like this in battle, just so you know, they all roll with a weapon skill of 15. Nice. And the idea here is if they lose, there's a chance they go missing, and there's a chance they could die. Right. Cool. So like really just in the order of operations, that's really all we want to really see from them in terms of like that in combat. So like, but talking to them right now is great. And
just pep talk. Yeah. Here's what you do. Follow me. That kind of thing.
Yeah, totally. Right.
Listen to Lycus.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that Gareth, it's still fresh in his mind that he is embarrassed himself at the feast. And he is unwilling to embarrass himself twice in a row, but he's also someone who is never going to let an opportunity pass. So what he wants to do is find someone to talk to about his illegitimate brother, who is one of my household knights, Bra the Bastard. And actually, I think they are non-binary, so they don't identify as a man or woman. They are just a knight, and
They identify as bastard.
They identify as grumpy. They
Okay.
identify as I didn't sign up for this.
Sure.
But Gareth wants to essentially say, look to Bra the Bastard. Look to their glory in the battlefield, and if you do not find it wanting, find them a mate. Find them some legitimacy they could marry into.
So what would you say your intention here is? To get them eligible to no longer be.
Not to make them not a bastard, but to like set them up for holding. Like maybe one day there's a manor in their future.
That'd be Roderick. You talk to the Count to do that. Or, sorry, I say Count Earl.
Yeah. Okay. If I got to talk to the Earl, then Gareth.
You do have to count. Yeah. You want to go talk to Roderick, who's pissed off right now?
Why not? This sounds like a Gareth plan. This is I've embarrassed myself in front of the main commander. Might as well talk to his boss.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So this is like very much like you probably catch him outside the commander's tent because you're not allowed in the commander's tent. We all know that, right? So you just catch him out like after a heated argument, he's just kind of like rubbing his forehead. Kind of just upset, maybe like getting a spig of some water or something. Just kind of that rub in the bridge of his nose, just like, oh my god, this is stupid. Kind of look to him, and that's when you approach him.
Is it my lord or your grace? Fuck. I
Your
looked
Grace.
this up once. I think it's your grace. Yeah. Your grace. I present myself, Sir Gareth of Winterbourne Gunnet. Not to trouble you overmuch, but to plead with you. Whatever brief attention you find yourself to spare in the battle come, I beg of you look to my sibling, Bra, the bastard of Winterbourne Gunnet. Their arm is true and their heart unwavering. And yet I think my colors do not suit them as well as their own would. If they please you, gift them nothing they do not deserve, but bear in mind what they may deserve on further deeds.
He's just kind of like listening to you, and he kind of has a smirk to his face, and he goes, "Hail, Knight. I will take that into consideration, but if you're here to talk about glory, this may be the wrong battle for that. We seem to have been cursed from the good pickings. We'll be picking things from the floor this one." Referring to the disadvantageous position that we're going to be in, right? You're not in the vanguard. You're just off being things. So, yeah, what do you say? What do you do when you...
only a son of Winterbourne Gunnet. We are not well acquainted with glory. Not yet. But if I must pick it from the floor, my grace, then pick it I shall.
Awesome.
So too shall my sibling.
Awesome. Yeah, so is this a love... This does seem like it might be a role of some kind. I don't think Jim's necessarily is. It just maintains that you have a love of family. What do you think, Colin?
Yeah.
Is this some kind of... Like, what do you think... What kind of role do you think this is?
I think this is love of family. Because he has it.
Right, because you're trying to secure something here in a tangible way.
In a tangible way, and it's not directly benefiting me either, right? Like I would, if Bra the Bastard becomes enfeoffed, that's like a side grid.
Generous. Are you rolling generous here?
Ooh, I think I might.
Not yours. You're trying to, like I think it might be I think it might be generous. I could also see, valor, in a way, right?
I like generous.
That's not your valor.
Yeah, I like generous because I mean he's trying to get something for his illegitimate sibling. Like that's not they're not owed much by the rules of society right now. Okay.
Yeah. Do you want
No
to
modifier?
do you want to call on your love of family here?
Yes. Right. That's what I have to do
Yeah.
first.
All right, let's call on your love of family.
Love of family.
Right.
Boom.
You failed.
Okay. That means that I think
You get a -5.
I'm -5. Yeah. I think Gareth is lying to himself about this. I'm doing this for someone else, but really he wants a family member in another position of power.
Yeah. You're disheartened.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Gareth tried
and
to,
you crit fumble.
and I crit fumble generous.
Cool.
Okay, so I think that means that Gareth.
You heard his response, right? So like,
Mhm.
yeah. So how does this look?
I don't think it looks like anything externally, but I think Gareth is making a note. Goes, if Bra gets anything, it's mine. Like they owe me. Whatever they get is
Oh,
because
yeah.
of this conversation I just
Check
had.
selfish. Oh yeah, I think you should actually check selfish for that, right? Is that when you fumble it, you check the opposite?
Oh, I think
Or
I
it
like
immediately
that.
goes down, or it will go down in the winter. I like this idea because you're like, haha, look how generous I am. Ooh, that's gonna get me in the good graces of everybody.
Yep. All right. Done.
I love
Done.
it. Yeah.
Check
So
selfish.
it's literally you're doing it so you would be recognized, and then he would see you as your better kind of thing too, right? You have another knight.
They are beholden, even if they are a peer, right?
Yeah,
If they get in
right.
fief and have their
They
own manor,
know.
they might be technically a peer, but they know and I know.
Exactly.
They're my dog.
Exactly. Right. So that's really cool. Into it.
Oh man, Gareth, he almost is a good person.
Almost.
He's so close to being a good person.
Welcome to Pendragon. That's good. Okay, awesome. Is there anything else? I feel like that's probably a good stop part to scene to go to the battle in the next morning.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to be meeting in a big old field for this first battle. I contemplated wanting to throw in like this is actually going to be just like a big ass woodland skirmish next to this creek, but I feel like let's not worry about that for the first battle and all the modifiers that comes in. We can do that later. I want this one to be pretty easy, and since we only have 2 hours to play this game, and we have other stuff to do than just this battle, and this battle isn't like tactically insignificant to Uther or anybody. This is just to get baby's first battle in the way.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just kind of level with you all and know this is what we're doing here. Okay.
Cool. Sounds good.
All right. Awesome. So the first thing we're gonna do is when we get assembled for this battle here, I'm going to go to this screen. And I'm going to show off this big, huge formation to show everybody. This is the army formation that we're fighting with, right? So this is the general outline of how Uther, anyone with mounted knights will typically assemble their army into basically 3 sections, a left flank, a center, and a right flank. You put the best people in your center, but then in that sort of middle column, the people to the right tend to be your position of honors. So just so you know. So you can think right in that middle right, that's Sir Blaine's getting all the glory that Earl, the Earl believes is his, right? So that's the general idea. That's the general gist. It is July, so think of things. It's a overcast day. In fact, it might even rain later. But other than that, it's a pretty cool day for July. All right, so the first things we do is we roll our army commander's battle positions, and I already rolled them. Just for the record here, it's King Earl versus King Uther's. That's what the commander versus commander battle roll is, and this sort of determines who gets the first charge in the fight. And after doing this, Uther beat King Earl by a little bit. Uther's people are better equipped, and so they get a +5 to the roll. And that ended up actually being the breaker here. And so you all will be charging into the first line of Saxons. So you all will be assembling what would be in what's called the second rank in the Pendragon battle zone. The idea here and the way this whole game is going to work is that you're fighting against this thing called intensity, the intensity of the battle. The closer you are to the killing and the conflict, the higher intensity there is. And your goal is to drive the enemy intensity to like 40 and keep yours at 0. Or is it the other way around?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's the other way around. but I don't remember anymore. Well, we'll just play. It'll make sense when we play. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So in general, that's cool. No one, neither of them crit. So the first action is always a first charge, and that's sort of that opening volley. So you all, with your fellow knights, line up. You know, every 5 or so, have the banner flag on the tip of your lance, whatever that is, right? But just kind of just picture this sort of row of several. So this battle, by the way, it's a pretty big battle, right? This is Uther's as many as many knights that Uther could muster are here after the big battle of 484 that he got his butt kicked at, right? So this is the next big, swelling of troops. So we're looking at probably around like Agincourt tier, several thousand, maybe like 2,000 or so knights.
It's a lot.
Yeah, maybe 2,000 knights, maybe 2,000 men afoot versus maybe 5 to 8,000 Saxon horde, right? It's a big deal.
Saxons, are they mounted or are they?
We're there.
Because I don't know if Saxons are known for their cavalry.
No.
Usually.
And in this battle they're not. They do have some cavalry, but we're not going to see them in this game.
Okay.
Fun fact: the first time I rolled, you actually did get cavalry. But then I read the Book of Battle, and the Book of Battle I was like, hey, here's actually the beginner Saxon army list. You should use this instead. And I was like, okay, thanks, Greg. Thanks for this effort. I'll use that one instead. Okay. So in general, this is where we're at. There's not too much to go off of right now. The only other thing is that in terms of the handouts of, hey, what's going to happen here, you can kind of follow along. It's called the battle summary. And this tells you the order of everything, okay? So we're delivering the first charge. We're going to do our opening army intensity, right? And then we're going to figure out what our charge intensity is and then get into combat, okay?
Sounds good.
Got it. Sounds
cool.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen is I roll 3d6 minus 10. Oh, I've rolled 2d6. So that's 11 plus 3 is 14. So I got 4. I got plus 4, which is not a good roll. So it's going to be 20 plus 4.
Enemy surges forward. Oh, I'm looking at the battle events.
You're good. I'm doing stuff over here for the battle record here. Your battle events, there isn't a battle event, so it's just going to be the intensity. That's if somebody crits.
Okay.
You crit that roll. So the army intensity is going to be 24. You start in this tier with 5, so 20 minus 20. So first charge intensity looks like it's going to be 9.
All right.
It's not the worst thing in the world, but.
And so that is what we're rolling against?
No. That's sort of like the HP of your army in general.
Okay.
Intensity is bad. Your unit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the higher the intensity of your unit, the more likely it disbands and it can't operate. So that's the problem, right? So the more you are in the thick of it, the more intense things
the harder
are.
it is to keep them together.
Exactly. Okay.
All right.
And 40 is the cap on that?
Yes. That's typically when you get to 30, it's like you need to start, the commander needs to start keeping things together or things fall apart.
Gotcha.
And then 40, you do break. Okay.
Sweet.
So right now, you begin at plus, so you have plus 5 because of the battle zone, minus 20 because you all are disengaged. You're disengaged for the first charge here, right? So I think the total intensity here is 9. And the first enemy unit that I rolled were Great Spears. And so that is the first men you will be fighting in this battle.
All right.
Where's the Saxon army? There it is. Need like a million cajillion handouts. Okay. So so while you're not fighting horsemen, the thing that I did roll for you is not great. And I know Greg doesn't want to tell you like, hey, these are the stats that you are fighting against, but you are seeing row upon row of spearmen lined up.
Good look.
These spearmen look like they're maybe trained, but more importantly that they are making up in numbers, and they're standing very close together. So this is an intimidating charge for the first charge. Okay. But then, so here's what happens. The trots begin, right? As you all begin to move, Uther it gives a rousing speech, to men of Logris, I come with one rule, one land under one king, and these Saxons, they do not belong here. This is our land. Make this our land. And like he's that kind of like stuff, and then like the horns go out from like the goat horn kind of things as the sound of the first charge, and go.
So we are in the set. So the first charge goes ahead of us, and we're like behind them. So we're not directly in that first crashing line.
No, you're in the first crashing line.
Yeah.
Okay. Dope.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're just on the flank.
Okay.
Right. So you're just off to the side, not in the cool spot. But you're there, right? You're just not on the camera when like none of your banners in the show make it in Uther's speech. You're too far to the side. Okay.
Damn.
In general, so you're all just like, what do you say? What do you say? Right.
Damn.
Then you hear everyone yell, yeah. So you yell, yeah, awkwardly, and then your horses go. We're gonna ignore any sort of shooting phase as well in this part of the game, right? And otherwise, you might be charging under a hail of javelins, but we're not gonna worry about that here. So instead, we're just gonna run right into the melee combat. So here's what happens, right? You're gonna be, since you all are on your horses,
yeah.
You all got your shields, and you're also you got your lances. Okay, when you're mounted, you're fighting infantry here, so you're getting a +5 bonus for being mounted, and then you're also getting +5 because you're charging. The downside here is that typically spearmen, they will get a minus. Typically infantry get a -5 to attacking someone above them, but because they're spearmen, they won't have that. Okay.
Well,
Gotcha.
Sucks for them. Yep. I still have a 25 for lance with the modifiers.
Same.
Cool. So you get +5 to it.
All right.
Oh yeah, let's do the first round here.
Boom.
Lance. Oh.
Nice. All right. Not a crit, but
that's
not everything can be.
And so 10 is our modifier.
You got +10 to that. So that was a success for you, Colin?
Yes.
Cool.
Yep. And I roll.
Do your damage as well?
Yes. There's no bonus damage.
The important part about in a battle of Pendragon, we don't track the number of damage you do, but the point of rolling damage is that odd numbers break your lances.
Gotcha.
Great.
Your lance is okay? Because then you have to get your squire to get you a new one when you disengage.
Yeah.
All right.
My squire.
So let's see. Where's my lance damage at?
You use your horse's damage on the charge.
Should be 66, probably.
66.
For a charger.
Yeah.
Right. My charger is named Leggett.
Ooh, I gotta figure out my name. Yeah, I don't think that I have. I don't think I know where that is, but that's all right. I'll get it in just a second.
It's on the skills page.
Gotcha.
24. What damn. Cool. And now you're fighting these Saxons.
Saxons.
Cool. Okay. So you all slam into the host, and you're all gonna. Each of you is gonna get hit twice. Okay, that's Colin. All right, none of them critical or anything like that.
Yeah.
So then this resolves into a tie, I think. Run a normal melee, explain each combat. Yeah, so this is roughly about 45 minutes to an hour of fighting, theoretically here. You should record your melee results in a box on this battle record.
Okay.
I think I can access the record.
I will note on a piece of paper right now so I don't forget.
So the thing here is that you all did damage, and they also did damage to you. So I think what happens here is that this is a mixed success.
Okay.
I'm just making sure that if there's anything I need to know. No. Okay. The next thing to do here is roll for your followers. So these are your family members in this fight.
Right. All right. So I have 4 followers. I have my uncle Peridor and his son Ewain, and then I have Bra the Bastard, and
nice,
my step uncle Gwellis. So those 4. Gwellis de Woodford.
And
and it's all against 15, right?
Yeah, their weapon skill is 15 for this.
I need to set them up real quick. But...
All right.
So
all of them succeed.
Good. None of them will be missing.
Oh, no.
That's good.
So let's see. Here we go. We'll do our uncle first. No modifier, you said?
No, just 15.
Oof. There we go.
No, that's good.
It's close.
Oh no.
First cousin.
First cousin. All right. Something happens to the first cousin.
All right. That's first younger brother. Second younger brother. Oof.
All right.
Oof.
Your direct brothers are okay.
Okay. They go missing, like in the fray. They're possibly dishorsed. But other than that, I think it'll be okay. So in the melee phase here, I'm just trying to see when you do damage. Nope. Okay. Followers fight. That's it. I just want to see how do we roll damage and do you take any damage at any point? So let's see here. The melee results is combat is indecisive with no injuries, possible weapon breakages. If you fail, you roll damage done and reply per mortal combat. Okay, so no. So this is the melee phase and the melee results. You all succeeded.
It's probably like a lot of us just like kind of half fighting. Like if they didn't break, then our horses probably wouldn't even run into their spears at all. So we probably stopped like a few meters in front of them, maybe throw clods of dirt and javelins and the like, try to provoke them. Spend an hour trying that. They don't break, then you got to run away.
Yep. And so that's going to
again.
Try again. Yeah.
That will definitely be the next part here. Okay. All right. So let's see here. So a loss and a fumble, you do. Okay. Yeah. They're considered lost for this part. So don't roll them in the next part. Okay. In this phase here, we're going to figure out if you want to, like as an action instead of attacking, go look for them. All right. So we have a unit result here of a win where more than at least half or more knights have won, but not we did succeed at some ties. That's why we consider this part as a win. Let me just put down. Okay, so you all will gain 30 glory for this one round. The next thing to do here is roll for your squires, and so you roll them at their squire check. Be I think 14 maybe or 15.
Let's see.
That's just their age.
We only have one squire, yeah.
Oh no. My squire.
Your squire is separated from you.
That sucks for my squire.
Your squire's not hurt, he just got away.
All
right. And Jim, Erwin, your squire is available. Your Erwin's available to give you your squire is available to give Erwin a new spear or lance or sword. Get off his horse and give it to his knight. Give his horse to his knight. Dismount or maybe some other command. If you like, so I think since you have the attention of your squire here, if you wanted to in this moment, it's like there's this, the conflict's going on, and you look around for your first uncle, right, or first cousin. It's your
first cousin. Right? Yeah.
Do you want to send do you want to order your squire to find him and report back to you?
I do. Go find Melangel and bring her back safely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I love it. Cool. Then I think that's what they're going to try to do this round, and we'll see what happens in the next squire turn. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's great.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds awesome, right? So big old conflict, clashing, everything going around, and that's what you're going to do to try to rescue some of your retinue here.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So now the next thing I do is I'm going to roll battle, I think, again, for the battle events. We just finished the combat for the first charge. The next one is we determine your statuses. You're all in line. We do intensity. Cool.
That's right now. Just headbutting me. Okay.
Right. Cool. So we got unit victory results. Everyone didn't win the thing, so that's fine. So then we look at the results of the charge and the maneuver action.
Mm.
Under maneuver choices in the handout.
What do we got?
Maneuver choices. We got a partial success. And so when we charge, or maybe it's under maneuver, under that one. It's under, where is it when you charge? There should be a table for maneuvering around.
There's maneuver choices available. So we've got partial success is attack versus 2, chase.
Yeah, like that's the thing I'm looking for.
Yeah.
When you succeed. I thought I had it as a handout, but then I wasn't seeing it.
It's on page 38 if you want to look it up in the actual book.
Yeah.
But
okay. Sorry about that. Okay. This is our first time doing this, so bear with us all. Okay. So when you charge, you got the lance bonus. You were disengaged. You attacked the random foe. The result was the win. So you take -1 intensity for this round, and you're going to move forward into one zone. So that means for the next round, you all are in the killing zone.
Yeah.
Yes. That's where we want to be.
That's what I was looking for. Okay. Cool. So it wasn't a triumph. You weren't able to move forward 2 zones. So you're not in their second rank. You're right in the thick of it. Okay. So then I believe the next move here is up to Sir Lycus, but I think I have to roll the 3d6 -10 for the starting round again for your intensity. -10, so you can get -2 to this. That's freaking rad. That's important. Let's see. The next step. So we're doing intensity. So I'm gonna write it down in here. Round 2. Your intensity last round was 9. But then you won that -2. Or -1, so the final round was 8, right? Is that right?
Yes.
So you're starting out with 8 last round. Your battle event gave you 3d6 -10, and this time it was a -4 to the intensity.
So we're doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Right?
yes, you are doing good, but keep in mind, in the thick of it, you're going to be getting +10 for this zone.
Oh.
All right.
We don't worry about terrain or anything like that, or cohesion, so we're
We're still fighting Spearman.
No, we're gonna see what happens. So I think what happens when you do that stuff is you break through. But I just want to see here. So now we do our unit maneuvers here, and that's a battle roll. Okay. So this is where Sir Lycus comes in for the next part here. Okay, so Sir Lycus is gonna roll his battle skill of 19. So this is the part in the conflict. Let me put on some music because I think that would help. I think this is also when the rain starts coming down. Okay, so this is when the rain's coming down. The field begins to get a little bit muddy, and all of a sudden, you know, over the sounds of battle, you can see the banner of Elad, or Lycus, the wolf. He has I have his banner. 1 second. It is just so we all know what's like flying in the rain right now. Is a solid purple banner with a blue inverted chevron with a gold wolf affronte on it. So purple, blue, and a golden wolf head, like face first, right, with like mouth open, kind of thing. And you see the purple, blue, and gold flying in the rain, and it's like already like muddied and bloodied and stuff. And he's like, "To me, pups, to me!" And you know, as he's like twirling around, like smashing down like the sword at the fellow knights or the Saxons, right? And at this moment, he has two choices here, right? You can either pull back or engage two enemies. Okay, because
is it even a question?
He gets a partial success. Exactly, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Is it even a question? Give me two. Give me two.
I mean, he says he wants you all to. Well, let's talk about this, because this part in the game, he wants you all to pull back, because he said another charge. Like, he wants you all to pull back. Is this the part where you're like, no, or like you're in it, and are you like gonna Leroy Jenkins this unit here?
What does the enemy look like? How are they faring?
Not great, but also
We'd be fighting two.
Yeah.
If we pressed on, I think another charge would break them and carry through to the second rank.
I think this is where I have to roll a trait, because what Colin wants to do may not be what Sir Gareth wants to do.
Sure.
And that's why these traits are here. So I'm actually going... Is there a way to roll Valorous versus Energetic? Because we talked about Energetic as him not being, like, reckless, but, like, wanting to do the thing. And in this case, I think the thing is, like, he wants to be a good soldier versus he wants to be a Valorous knight and, like, charge into the teeth.
Yeah, but maybe this is the reckless move. The Valorous move would be just to listen to your leader and get ready to fight again.
That's true. Okay, yeah,
that's
no,
not cowardly. Like, falling back here isn't cowardly. It's standard fighting. But
you know what? When you put it like that, and looking, I have a reckless 10. I'm not particularly reckless. Okay, I think Gareth would pull back. I don't think he's gonna. He's not, and he embarrassed himself. He's not gonna embarrass himself again. So he will pull back.
Okay. Cool. All right then. Yeah. So the unit maneuver here that we're gonna do is because he tied, and just so like how we're figuring this stuff out again, this is all done from that maneuver flowchart, the maneuver choices. This is when you're a unit and you're a unit commander and you roll. A partial success means we have to do one of these things here. Mm-hmm. And because we're engaged, like we can't and stuff, we have to do a stand versus 2, or pull back. And because we're engaged, we're gonna do the pullback maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So then I'm gonna roll 3 times on this enemies table and see who you end up harassing as you all are pulling back.
Yes.
Okay. The choice between axe and spearman or spearman. I think I'm going to stick with spearman because that kind of fictionally makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So these are sword and shield and spearman.
So they're not great. They don't have the great spears.
No.
All right.
That's better than. That's good.
So this is
all right.
4.
Oh, does my hatred of Saxons give me anything during all this?
You can totally call on that in your battle to get like crits and stuff on your successes. Your maneuver is pull back. Oh,
All right.
Okay, now we go to the unit results.
Yeah.
All right. So when you all are fighting back here, you all are still mounted here. So you still get +5, but you're not getting the charge bonus of 5. Okay.
Right.
We're still using lance, not spear.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
20.
Yeah. 15 for me.
Success.
Success for Colin. So
And
Gareth is successfully fighting back.
that's a success.
Erwin is successfully fighting back.
Yeah.
Let's roll
Break
for.
out.
Now we roll for our household knights.
Yes.
Okay. All successes.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. All right. That's a success for dog. Oh wait, we're not gonna roll for our missing one. Just at.
That's a crit.
That's
That's a
a
crit.
crit.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Who's
There
that?
we go. That
That's
is
Gorthrin.
Gorthrin.
Okay.
Gorthrin, my younger brother.
Yeah.
And ooh, just a fail. Unless they get the bonus 2, in which case, well, they're fighting with their swords here. So,
No, they were just roll at a flat 15.
Okay, so that's a fail then.
Okay, so one fail.
Whatever.
All right, so they go down.
No.
Well, actually, no. It depends. It depends if they lose
Yeah.
to. It could be a tie if both lose. So let's see here. That's the most important. But let's go through here. So I have to do 40, 20.
Mhm.
This is against Colin's family.
Mm.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Okay, some of them fail.
Yeah, it looks like both Uwain and Bronze won against their opponent who failed.
Yeah, that's a great success. Good
My
shit.
2 younger household knights.
Ooh, with success. Success. Okay. So yes, they did lose. So they did go missing.
Okay.
But now let's do the squire
Give me-
squire roll again. So this is your squire coming back with your first cousin.
Mhm.
So squire skill.
Mhm. That's just their age.
Yep.
There we go.
Oh yeah, cool.
There we go. Squire Frayed.
Yeah, on the back of your squires, as you all are pulling back, he's like one of the last people to make it back. As your squire and your horse, on the back of your horse is your first cousin.
Yes.
That's awesome. Cool.
All right. Yeah.
Let's figure
So
out.
we don't roll any damage on that because it's not a charge.
I guess you were fighting with your lances, so I guess so. Or you could use your spear or your sword.
I rolled lance.
Yeah, I think I rolled lance. I think if
Okay.
we were, yeah.
That's fine.
And I lost my lance. So
Oh
I broke
no.
it.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, you broke it pulling back. That's fine. Your squire can get you a new one. Colin, did you roll your squire?
No, remember my squire went missing.
Oh yeah, they went back. Oh yeah, shit.
So so I think this is when Gareth notices it.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's been very consumed with putting pointy bits into Saxons, and now as the formation is wheeling about, finally disengage, he's looking around for his squire because he's holding like a shattered piece of wood, and there's no one there, and that means he's not going to have a lance for the charge, and that means that wherever the squire is, there's a reckoning to be had. This is his one job as Gareth is concerned.
Well, we'll have to see what happens in the next round.
Ooh.
Okay, so your intensity now is 14. We're going into the third round here.
All right.
Nice.
Um,
So this is like the third hour of battle.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the third hour battle. We need to calculate intensity, which comes back from maneuvers. Let's see here. The success of the maneuver. of pulling back, I think gives you, it's a defensive maneuver. Let's see, stand fast, stand verse 2. No. Stop, follow, pursue, chase, no. Pull back. You fought, you engaged. Oh, okay, partial success, we did. I chose the first one, and you got a 1. So you move back 1 zone, and now you're disengaged.
Okay.
So you're back in your second rank, and you count as disengaged.
Okay, that means we get to charge again.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Not that it helps me because I can only use a sword. That's fine. That's fine.
Oh.
Gareth is salty.
All right. Somebody want to roll for the wolf here? 3d6 minus 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
1.
Ooh.
+1. So for this round, we're starting at 15.
In intensity.
Yep, the battle zone is an additional 5. Let's see what I do with your unit cohesion. I don't think I have to do anything. Your unit is disengaged, so I think you gain -20 to your unit cohesion, which is pretty sick.
Whoa.
So that would be 15 plus 5, so you're back to 0.
Nice.
Oh, nice. We've completely reformed then.
Yeah.
It
Sweet.
seems like Lycus knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Who
Come
knew?
on, Wolf, lead us
So-
into battle.
Okay, so you
Lead our
have
pack.
yeah. So you pull back. And I think then you're ready for a new charge.
There we go.
Yeah, Lycus needs. We just finished rolling the intensity. So now we have to serve what Lycus's barrel roll.
I think it's interesting, this system, because we're very much, this is one of the things that sort of
Yeah.
dates it. We're in the age of fiction first, but this is a game that very much wants you to complete the procedure, the mechanical procedure first.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you look at it and it's like reading the bones. And you're like, oh, that's what has happened. And you kind of use the mechanics as the prompt for the fiction.
And
Yeah,
speaking of which, this is what happens this round. Reading this up. So that's not great.
Oh, no.
Lycus battle roll for this round, while it's a success, it is less than the intensity of the army
Ooh.
from the starting part in this round, which is 15.
Yeah.
So because of that, you can't actually fully reform the line. Instead, you're gonna have to stand fast, I think, is the options.
So as we're pulling back, the Saxons are pressing forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like
that's what it
not
sounds
giving us the room.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you're going to have to.
Saxons.
So this is the unit commander has lost the battle roll.
Ooh.
So when you stand fast, you accept the. You stand in place and you accept the attack. You hold your ground, right? So now it's all like super muddy.
Yeah.
Is this Ashen Core? Is that
No,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
no, it's just
like-
it's just getting muddy because the rain has opened up by the second hour here, right? It's getting soggy.
The churn of horse.
I roll 3d20 and I choose the attacker. I need to put this into a table ASAP.
Yeah.
Dual armed warriors. Yeah, we're going with the axemen.
Mm.
And stepping up to the plate are axemen.
so their line like kind of breaks and outpour the men with these Danish axes.
Mm-mm-mm.
Did they plan
Right.
for this? Are the Saxons a more cunning foe than we gave them credit for?
Oh,
We'll
we
see.
lack
No.
the numbers to envelop their flank. Come now.
Awesome. So on the record here, a successful unit. So if you all get your successful attacks here, you're going to hold the position, and there's no change to intensity, and you're going to remain engaged. If you lose, you're going to have to fall back a zone, and your unit is considered disordered. And if you're crushed, you recoil and you're disordered, and there's additional intensity.
Oh,
So,
no. All right.
So we do some fighting now.
Yeah.
I'm wondering. See, now I'm starting to wonder if we're supposed to roll damage and attribute damage to each of you as we fight.
I don't mind that. If you want to like beat up my character, you should beat up my character.
Okay.
Just start hitting them. That's fine. So we've got 10 armor, 8 for the chainmail, 2 for the shield or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We're pretty decently armored.
Right.
So fuck us up.
Yeah, right. Because that's called the extended fight option. I think for the first one, I think for this first battle, seeing like 2 rounds kind of happen, this makes sense. So let's actually play from the 3rd round, and the last half will be including that and the rain and everything too. Okay.
Well, they've been kind of inconclusive fights as well. Like, who knows how many people?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
It's not like we've squared off against anyone.
Yeah.
So this maneuver is what I say? Stay hold or hold steady?
Stand fast.
Stand fast.
Yeah.
It would be like, remember our house motto.
Yeah.
Steadfast and loyal.
I mean, if you want to call on your love of family and call on
I
your,
do.
your
With my younger brother still lost out there, we have to repel them and surge forward.
Yeah.
I think Gareth feels that his honor is at stake. Right? That's his big thing, is his honor, and this is what knights do when the chips are down. For him to not hold fast would be everything he fears of himself.
Nice. You're getting +5 to it.
Nice.
Sweet. All right. So I got to roll love of family. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Here we go.
Nice.
All right. There we go.
All right. So for
I'm
round.
doing sword too.
All right. So for the record, I have to quick modifying the rain for a round. Rain adds to intensity, and it's going to add 5 to your unit intensity.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Additionally, no missile troops can shoot. So huzzah! That's why no one's getting hit with javelins. Okay, let's say that, right? However, just fictionally, you all have -5 to any awareness test because of the muddy ground.
Okay.
But I don't think that will factor into stuff. But if you're looking for somebody, that might be difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. Cool. So we got 2 successes for Erwin. You have called on your love of family, and Colin, you have called upon your honor.
Yep.
And you have struck valiantly. You would have added your +5 to that, right? But it would be a 15, right? Total, which doesn't matter because your crit would have been moved to 20, so it's just a regular strike, striking true.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Jim, similarly, you don't get a crit with the +5, but a 12 is still solid. Let's see the axemen that you're going up against and what they do to you. So the axemen, okay, they got giant axes. This one's going to Colin. Success. And the second one goes to you, Jim.
Success. Yeah.
So let's see, they got the better success. So you got partial successes, which means you can use your shields in this part. And again, we're gonna actually do a fight here.
Yes.
So we're slogging it out.
Yeah,
So we have to do some damage. So we roll our damages.
Okay.
And remember, as a shield, the part here is that because it's a success and you each got partial success, you don't get to do damage, but instead you can use your shield as a result, because they beat you with a higher number.
Right. We're still rolling damage. It just doesn't represent a hit. It represents like how much we're taking with the shield.
No, when you're
you rolled a 3 for the one against me, and I got a 10.
Oh yeah, no, you're right, Colin. I'm sorry. In your case, you do damage to your Saxon axeman. Jim,
It's
you
Erwin's,
don't, but instead you hold the line, which would be cool.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a great roll.
That's awesome.
Um,
Yeah, if my shield can take any or all of it, I will sacrifice the shield.
Also, keep in mind you all are on horse, so you should have already gotten your additional +5 to your roll.
Yeah.
In that case, I did not factor that in.
Okay.
I only added in the 5 from my love of family.
That means you rolled a 17.
Yes.
Okay.
That would be
Well,
a 17.
that's all the difference, because that's the difference between
Okay.
you
15
withstanding
or
a blow with your shield, adding 6 to your armor, or you actually doing damage, and you're delivering damage now. I'm just seeing how much HP this dude has.
Yeah.
Not a lot. Oh wow. Okay. It's just Quirbully. Yeah, just 8 armor. No, they have a shield. Cool. So they get a 6. So they're going to negate 14 of that. So Colin, you do 23 points of damage.
Yep.
They negate 14 of it, and that's 9.
Is that a major wound?
Jesus
still?
Christ. Yeah, that's a major wound. Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. I think in this case they just go down as into the mud. You're fighting other people. Cool. Let's see here.
Yeah, I
Jim.
think Gareth is going to note who he just took down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a nobody Saxon.
No, he's going to remember the white elk that was painted on his shield.
Critical for the way passions, successful passions give +5, crits give +10. Right?
Nice.
Cool.
That sound right? I think
Yes.
that's right. Standard passions, critical gains inspired, and inspired gives you +10 to your modifier. Oh no, you're right. I'm sorry, Bradley got you right. When you're inspired, you do gain a +10. That's my bad. You should be adding 10 for your passions.
Oh, awesome.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Brad.
Sweet.
You were right. I don't know why I was thinking it's only +5. I think it's because when you fail, it's -5. But when you succeed, it's +10, and it's not even. And maybe I made the mistake in my head. Sorry about that. Okay, cool.
Good.
So you do 14 points of damage. They're still able to add 6, so they do 14. So they just eat the armor. The armor eats it.
Yeah. All right.
The shield, right? So you just smash down into their shield, and they have to like kind of genuflect with their knee as they kind of slip, but they hold it off as you just we just had that shot of you just like beating down on this guy's shield. Cool.
It's fine. Stop their momentum.
All right, another attack. Colin, you have the moment here of, since your opponent's down, would you take this opportunity to go side by side and help out Erwin, or would you go seek out like a strong with an awareness check, like find like the biggest baddest dude and take him down, kind of around here?
I don't think it looks like Erwin's in trouble necessarily.
No.
Just he just didn't kill his opponent.
Right.
Okay. In that case, if he were in trouble, obviously he'd go to him.
Or
we swore an oath.
Or
but
would you?
Gareth finding a big batter, that sounds like a Gareth move.
I would also let you reserve here with your honor, and if you want to see the results of your family and maybe help one of them out instead, or finding out or looking at awareness test to find like a bigger dude for this next coming fight.
I'm gonna go
What's more
bigger
important?
dude. I'm gonna go bigger dude, and that's also on the strength of both Ywain and Braz did well last round. So I think Gareth is just like
They're fighting
they have
alongside.
this.
Yeah.
They have this.
Okay.
I want glory.
Awareness.
I just took down. Yeah.
Yeah. Awareness test at -5, plus your other modifiers.
Well, other modifiers.
So I think it's a net 5, because you're inspired.
Yeah.
Plus,
Okay. Then.
Right. But it's also because of the rain.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
So nope. Okay.
There's a lot of mud.
Yeah. Well, no, I think what it is I think you see like the berserker that's sort of like leading these folks, but you can't get to them because the fighting's too thick.
Mm-hmm. I don't see a path.
Yeah, there's no
I'm not gonna
easy
cut
path
through
there.
20 guys.
Exactly. He's just on the other side of you, right? Maybe it's like you see him like going up against the Earl. Maybe that's what you see, right? That'd be dope. Yeah, I think that's what's going on. Cool. So you see them showing down and being like, "Damn it, that would have been the perfect spot for my uncle. Right? That's a
Yeah.
manner. That's the killing that person's a manner right there. But no, alas. Okay. Let's just go to the next fight here. Colin, you fail there, so you're gonna have to just probably like you can hold back. You don't have to fight if you don't want to, or you can like help someone else. Like
Okay.
I'll let you roll your family if you want to now, and like help them out if you want to this next round or
Yeah.
whatever. Because Jim's still fighting. Erwin's still engaged with his axeman right now.
All my family succeeded.
Okay.
And I think that's enough for Gareth to feel fine going off on his own.
Okay.
So I think he's still gonna
just seek out another axeman.
Yeah.
Sure. Sounds good. Okay, 16. Good roll.
It's a good roll.
You beat the 12.
Yeah.
Do your damage.
I hate how it splits up damage on a different page.
Jim, Erwin gets to roll again too, because you're still fighting that axeman.
Yeah.
Not as good. Not as good.
That's not as good. That's not a major wound.
All right. So we don't have our. Are we still inspired?
Yeah, you're still inspired and you're mounted.
So that's like a total. So it's a net plus 10.
15.
15.
Minus the rain?
Minus the range, right?
Yes. The rain. No, the rain is intensity for your unit. It doesn't affect your ability to hit people.
Gotcha. Where are we getting minus 5 from? All right.
-5 was the awareness check in the rain.
That's right. Okay.
That's a crit.
That's a crit.
That's
Wow.
a solid.
All right.
That's a solid crit. Under 30 was the goal there. The 28.
That.
You'll take the plus. Yeah, awesome.
All right. And then roll damage for that one. 18. Gets past his armor at least.
Yes. Let's see. Let's roll for your knight. It gets a minor success, so he does get to use his shield. So that's 14. So you do 4 points of damage to him. That's a major wound. They do go down.
Nice.
Right. So I think is this the scene of you like? I mean, if you have an idea, feel free to interrupt me. But is this the scene of you calling on like your family, right?
Yeah.
And it's the same guy. Just like you finally break through the shield and like smash his head, kind of thing.
Smash his head in. He's sort of down enough that Erwin is going to leave him face down in the mud, and maybe this is where Squire Frayed can come along and knife him or something. But he wants to slowly start pushing forward, and he wants to like do that thing that like riot cops do, where like present the broadside of the horse and start like using their spears and slowly advancing.
Love it. Yeah. I love it.
And form up. And so let's see. How am I? So can Malengil, who came back last round, are they in a position to fight?
Yes,
or
they can fight.
Have to go?
No,
okay.
they can fight. They're not on a horse.
Okay, all right. There we go.
Give him the Squire's horse.
Yeah. I mean, if that's possible.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
So the Squire gets off your horse. Yeah, that's fine. Or your brother's horse. Yeah.
Your brother just like picks him off.
Or cousin. Yeah.
Cousin. Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
Oh, that's not good. So it looks like
2 misses.
2 misses. That's for Gothrin and Minidog, but the other.
They fumble.
Oof. That is Malengil on the Squire's horse with the success.
Okay. Good job, Malengil. Your first one just both miss, so it's a tie. However, there's a success for the second one. So who was your second person rolling?
Gorthrin, my other younger brother.
All right. Gorthrin's the question mark.
All right.
Oh, he did
Squires.
well last time.
He crit last time, yeah.
Yeah, I think he got in over his head.
Burned bright.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah, let's see what happens with Gorthwin. So I think what I'm gonna do, because we're already like an hour 10 like into it, I think I'm gonna call the battle here as a sort of a and it fades to this battle was neither a success nor loss. It just was kind of a wash for Uther overall. So I wanted to do the results here. I will give you all the credit for the full battle here. So each of you will be getting 150 glory.
Nice.
The 30 for technically 5 rounds, even though we didn't do the 5 rounds. But I feel like this is it's fair in the interest of time. The other thing here is that let's see what happens with Gorthorn. Can you roll a d6 for me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Gorthorn is dead.
Oh no.
Yep, you had to get a 6 to save him.
Oof.
Oh no.
Poor Gorthorn died in battle.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. Let's say they're wounded. They need to go to a surgeon because I think that's more interesting.
Okay. All right. They're wounded.
Cool.
And what about Kibno? Because he was my other younger brother who was missing in the second round.
Wasn't he rescued?
No, I never had a chance to rescue him. I got
D6.
to rescue.
Yeah, I gotta say, your family got really scattered.
They really did.
quick.
They really did. 3.
Okay.
Really
Also wounded.
wounded.
All right. So you didn't need surgery.
Yeah.
And my squire.
Yeah, squire.
Did I ever see my squire again?
Roll your squire and see the result of them. If you fail again, your squire is dead for sure.
Okay, alive.
Okay, there you go. Your squire's alive. Yeah.
That is a moment.
Boy,
I'd
they
like
chickened
to-
out. Yeah, I think they chickened out. Do you have a name for your squire?
Not yet. I made. You saw the family tree. I made everyone in my family totally forgot the squire.
Yeah. Right. A family. Your squire would be from a different family.
Yeah.
So
You know
let's,
what?
right.
Let's call him.
think of the name while I roll off the churchy test for Jim's family.
Sure.
Oh my god, I fucking failed. Oh my, he's dead.
Oh no, Gorthron.
Gorthron dies.
Gorthron dies.
Dies.
Oh, yep. Okay. You can't save him. Do you want to have a moment with Gorthron? Like in the surgeon's tent?
Yeah, because he's there. He's his younger brother, and
yeah.
Of
Your
course,
younger brother.
my younger brother Erwin is, of course, feels terribly. We drove them off. Save your breath.
Did I fight well, brother?
Fought valiantly. It's a true knight. Rest now. It's
I don't want to die.
It is a knight's burden to carry death and life in their hands. We take that risk when we enter battle.
Cool. I feel like that's the point when you're telling him that you have his hand like together with him, right? And you feel it kind of going limp, and you like put it on his chest, right? Yeah.
Lay his sword on his.
And he passes. You put the sword in his hand, right? At that point, yeah. Like, it's the duty of every knight. That's the part. Yeah, you put his sword back in his hand and let him fall, and he falls with a smile in his face.
Yeah. There we go.
Good shit.
Nice. Oof, man. Gorthron.
Rip Gorthron. Love it.
Kibno survives with the 12.
Yes.
All right.
They just are going to be kind of, laying around for the winter. Good shit. So before we go into the winter phase and start rolling up and leveling up everything and all that kind of stuff, there is probably time if you wanted to set yourself up for marriage.
Yes.
In this case, right? Like, typically when in the winter phase, you can just say like, listen, Eric, let me just marry whoever I want. Like, I'm just gonna roll on the table and that's who I get. But if you want to like specifically get someone vis-a-vis Lady Grade, then we can play with that. But I know Colin also had some ideas too.
Yeah. I would attempt to.
How old was your brother, real quick? I'm sorry. Let's go back real quick. How old was your younger brother?
I don't know that we ever figured that out. I mean, he's got to be at least 15. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just rolled 2d6 plus 10 and got 16.
16. Yeah. Dies at 16.
Technically, probably should have rolled 9 or so because it can't be the same age as you, but
right. Yeah.
Works. So about 16. Damn.
Cool.
Okay. So yeah, this is back to the winter phase now. I consider this maybe almost like I'm giving you the option of kind of doing like a solo scenario here, where so far as the scenario is like you going to the Earl or something, being like, listen, or finding the lady at some Christmas festival, or some kind of wintry feast, and kind of being like, hey, like, I really care about you. Let's do this. I have permission, right? Or talking to the Earl, being like, hey, do I have permission to marry so and so?
Yeah, I definitely Sir Irwin would definitely pursue Lady Grade. He's how did Sir Fraid deal? Where was he at the battle? Like at the end, it is what Irwin thinks about just a bit.
That's true. I didn't roll for any of them. So let's see. All right, 3 successes, not bad. Successes. Okay, and the last one's a crit. So he did damn well in the battle.
They did good. Yeah.
He did okay. Nothing in the form of single-handedly killed someone important, but in terms of battle events, he held his own.
They had it better than us, it looks like, at least.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's he'll nurse that resentment, and but he will pursue Lady Grade as soon as he's able.
Okay, cool. Well, then I think this is just the moment, and sort of maybe this is. Do you visit Sir Fraid in Idmiston at her manor, or is this in Salem? Like, is this in Salisbury Castle?
I think this would probably be
like. Do you visit there? Is that the scene that we have, or is this sort of like in a bigger event?
I
think that yeah. Go ahead,
you
Colin.
need an excuse, right? You can be riding to have a dinner with me, and Edmiston's right on my way.
I was going to say, looking at it is easy enough to make an excuse for why I'd be in Edmiston. I think that's what we'll do. It's we'll go and visit Winterborn Gunnet.
Yeah, so you're visiting Winterborn Gunnet to see your good friend, and yeah, cool. And at that moment, yeah. All right, so then I think this is kind of going to be a courtesy roll, ultimately. But like, if you want to like role play it and use any passions or anything like that, this would be a good time for that too, right? But ultimately, it's sort of like probably you can help me set the scene if you want. But like, I mean, I always imagine it's kind of like that thing and like on top of the Mott kind of scene, right? Like looking out at stuff together, at the stars and the sky together in the winter. You see each other's breath. It's kind of cold. She feels kind of cold. You put the cloak on her, kind of thing, right?
Yeah, he's very he's very modest about it. Very not braggadocious, but his mind since the battle has been on how precious and tenuous his family's rising fortunes really are, and with Gothrin slain and Kibno wounded, he is definitely looking to button this up by the end of the year, if that were.
Cool. If you want some like gossip, some juicy goss, if you want to talk to her about stuff, Earl Roderick has literally declared that no one's allowed to practice poetry in Salisbury.
Oh no! Eric.
If you have time to write poetry, you have time to study the arts of war, is basically what he says right now. Because he's so mad.
Oh man.
He's so mad we didn't win. Yeah.
So
Eric,
mad.
I was literally planning on Gareth writing a poem about the battle.
Do you do it anyways?
And it was going to involve Gorthrin was going to be like a character, and he was going to be presented as a gift to Erwin, being like, "Look, you lost your brother," and he was going to try and use that to sell himself as a warrior and be like, "Hey, ladies, like I can fight and I can write. What up?"
Oh my God! Well, I mean, that's what the Earl decrees. Doesn't mean people believe it. So, like, I think that if you want to pursue that route, I think that's super interesting. I don't want to steal that away from you. Yeah,
I think I do because to Gareth's thinking, he does not court the way Erwin does. He's not looking for love. And I think he's thinking, I need someone who is as ambitious as I am, who will see me publishing a poem when the Earl said don't, and look at that and go, he's got a fire. I want that poem.
Yeah.
And what if the poem's really fucking good? Like, it works well.
I mean, I invested in Compose for my character because I wanted them to have a little bit of writing. So,
love it. Okay.
All right.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
So, but let's look to Erwin's character right now. So we're in Idmiston. Oh geez, my Adobe Acrobat's freaking out right now. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So we're in the Mott and Bailey Castle of Idmiston. It's very genteel. It's only maybe 3 skulls. It's very modest. It's your bag. Remember, you know what? Oh my God, I misspoke this whole time. I'm looking at the wrong person. Edmiston isn't where she's from.
Oh no.
She's from Durmford.
Oh yeah, that's right. Edmiston is one of the knights.
Yeah, Edmiston is where
Let's go see where
that's
Durmford is.
where Frayed lives. That's where
Oh.
your
That's
romantic
right,
rival lives.
That's right. That's right.
That's what I'm looking at. I'm sorry, y'all. I got the
No,
my
that's
notes
fair.
mixed up.
Durnford
it's-
isn't far. It's across
it's-
the way
yeah.
from me. So
Yeah, sure. It's the same idea. It doesn't really change much, but yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Right. Cool.
sounds good.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, Durnford is not still modest,
Mhm.
or all right.
Yeah. Still modest. Still 3 skulls.
There's still just the 3 skulls. Can't be too
No.
much. So I think he is definitely has family in mind. He definitely wants to, like, maybe the first time he saw her, love was was primary in his mind, and now he's reminded, this battle's reminded him of his obligation.
Yeah.
And so while it would be nice to lay this foundation for his family with someone he doesn't just want to walk out of the room on, he's definitely in a different mindset this time, maybe when he approaches her. Maybe a
Yeah.
bit more serious, a bit more straightforward.
Yeah. You went through the crucible combat.
Yeah.
You're
Oh, man.
changed
Yes, I am, and survived even. So there we go.
into it.
So do I need to roll anything, or?
Yeah, this is going to be a courtesy roll.
Yes.
But like I said, if you wanted to and use any sort of extra passions or anything like that I think make sense here, or like if you show up composing something, then we can pre-roll that, and that could modify your courtesy check, like set yourself up for some kind of check. But other than that, like we talked about the little bit role play of the evening, the cold evening, the cloak.
Yeah.
If you wanted, if there's anything we wanted to specifically talk about, or just leave it up to a roll, that's fine with me.
I'm fine leaving it up to a roll,
Yeah.
but I would like to call on my love of family for as sort of a. Let's see. Here we go.
Yeah. All right. You get
All
plus
right.
10 to this.
Okay.
But just for the record, though, justify love of family here, and this is the.
So this is he's sort of set on Lady Grade as being his his wife,
Yeah.
and is looking for it because he's hoping that her sort of like both the estates that she brings and her sort of I don't know, her I don't know what word I'm looking for, but just her countenance, her moral fortitude would do good with our family, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so that's sort of the case he presents, is like we could unite our two families and yeah.
And you also cared about your family, like in the battle, so like
Certainly,
this certainly justifies itself.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome. Well, that brings my courtesy up to a 15 then, which gives me a fighting
solid
chance.
Yeah.
There we go.
And you literally crit fumbled it.
That's the second time for this one.
You crit fumbled it. I think the obvious answer is that you've missed it, and she's betrothed to your friend. That was a stunning speech.
And that she's like,
that was like a week too late.
Yeah,
it was a week too late.
His
God damn,
okay,
Erwin.
so how does he? Yeah, Erwin just really. This is the second time.
Cool. All right.
Does this interact with your feelings for Sir Frey? Is this? I mean, you have that you're suspicious of him.
Suspicious of him, certainly suspicious of him. A week ahead of time, I think he might be.
Are you gonna kill him?
Ooh. I mean, now I'm thinking about it.
These fighting words.
I think he is now assumes that Sir Frayed has a man in Childerton with Edmonton. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, he's got a lackey or maybe one of the serving people or something.
Yeah. Do you want to roll your suspicion?
I would like to do that.
See. Because if your suspicion is like technically you don't, like that's a modifier, but like I feel like if you rolled that here, and if it's a success, like that would indicate that you totally think foul play is afoot.
Oh sure.
Right, and that's the result is something of foul play. Like, I feel like that's the connection there mechanically.
No modifiers to it.
Right. But otherwise, you just might, no modifiers, just. Yeah. Okay. You do.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. You think this is wrong, and I mean, is this an honor duel? Like that could be on the table for next year. Is literally calling him out.
I think that might be on the table for next year.
And you're really gonna call out the knight that's known for justice as a liar?
I might. I don't know. Like a liar. I think he's a. Ooh, I'll have to think about this.
Yeah.
But Sir Olvin leaves Durnford pretty hot. I would say.
And goes to his friend who is not known for restraint.
No, he's not.
No.
Gareth is not helpful for this, right? You come and I'm just like, wow, that's suspicious timing. And you're like,
he's at a loss for words. It's just seeds.
Oh, yeah. Dang.
That sucks.
You can still marry someone else, but like later on. But no, I think this is if
he'll settle.
Your courtship failed.
Yeah, it
didn't work out.
Yeah,
God, I can't believe you rolled natural 20 on that. That's so funny.
That was bad.
Fantastic.
that is absolutely amazing. All right, cut to Colin. Colin, what are you doing?
Yeah. So I think Erwin will probably see the latter end of this, but as Gareth plays it cool with his squire for a while. But then says like, meet me by the moat in full armor. And when he gets there, he grabs this young man, and whose name is Beryl, by the way, and just holds him over the moat. Right. This manor isn't a castle, but it does have like that pit with some water in it.
Yeah.
And you can't swim in armor, so he's just holding him, like leaning out over this. And explains on no uncertain terms just how poorly this squire has acquitted himself.
Yeah. God, what was the squire's name? So I know.
Daryl.
Or Beryl. Oh, Beryl.
Beryl.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
God. Awesome. So is this? What do you want to call on anything here? Like this would be a perfect chance for like honor or anything like that, right?
Absolutely honor. Like this is less about sort of being sadistic and more about making him know, like, all right, if I'm going to teach you, then you're going to learn.
Yeah. Right. Oh yeah, you do. Your honor should definitely go up.
Okay.
Or at least have it checked or whatever.
Yeah, I'll add a check
for using
there.
it so much. Yeah, no, that makes sense that you called on your honor here. I'm trying to think if there's any other checks or let's see when he rolls a squire, what happens.
Yeah, he's going to explain. He's going to say, you have failed me. Not just that, you have failed yourself as a budding knight. Do you know what happens to a knight in water, in armor? You can't swim, you drown, you suffocate. Do you know what a knight is without honor? Suffocating. If you do not learn this lesson, then I will see you suffocated in a manner you will recognize.
So good. Oh my god. Oh my god, Colin, what the fuck? Definitely just raise your honor by 1 for sure.
Okay.
Just do it. Just definitely do it.
That's great.
Immediately for that line. That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Good shit, Colin. Yeah.
Awesome.
And then Erwin, like the camera pans and there's Erwin like
riding up.
Yeah, right.
Just
you see
tearing up the road.
Yeah. The brilliant ultramarine with the silver chevrons coming up.
So in terms of what Gareth wants to do before the winter phase, Gareth wants to publish this Petite Chazon. Like this, it's not like an epic poem, but it is in the style of an epic poem, and it's pretty short, and it's about Sir Gareth slaying the Saxon of the White Elk, who that image stuck in his head, and in this very definitely not exact thing, the Knight of the White Elk is who killed Gorthrin, and Gorthrin is this saintly, Christ-like figure of sacrifice who inspired Sir Gareth to his feat.
Oh yeah.
And I think Erwin's the first to read that.
So
Yeah.
you want to roll compose here? See its
Yeah.
effects?
Yeah, I'll roll a compose because
Are you inspired?
I should hope so.
I feel like after your successful honor with the thing, I feel like you should give yourself, I don't know, plus
Okay.
5 to this. I
All
feel
right.
like that kind of makes sense here.
I won't complain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good shit. Okay. Yeah. No, you wrote a pretty solid poem. I think the poem and its value will serve as a modifier to test when you can bring it up.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's
he's being a little patient. He's not jumping immediately to find. He's like trying to set up his reputation first, so that he can go to them and say, "I know me, and you want to know me." Hey.
perfect. Yeah, that's awesome, right? Do you know who I am? I wrote this poem. Yeah, it's like that's how it comes up, right? Cool. You show him the poem, and it was a good composure, so get +2 to this roll, right? That kind of thing. Like that's how I see the future, right?
Sounds
Cool.
good.
So is there any other specifics that we want to do, other than just or in winter?
Winter specifics now.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. Experience rolls is the first thing here. After,
right.
well, the second thing after the solo scenario stuff that we were kind of doing. Experience rolls. Every ticked skill, trait, and passion. We gotta roll on them.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Let's see what those are.
If you roll over the value, it increases. If the value is already 20, it increases only on a roll of 20. Right. So every skill, trait, and passion.
All right, so I got a check in selfish. So right now that's a 7. So if I roll 7 or higher, it goes up.
Yeah. No, you roll over an 8 or higher. But you roll a 20. So yes, your selfish does go up.
My selfish goes up. All right. What else do I have? I think I have a honor just went up. Apropos. I think that's it. Didn't check anything else.
You didn't crit with your sword at all? Your sword should absolutely.
Oh, I did crit with the sword. Yes, so I do roll that as well.
Same thing with you, Jim. You definitely crit with your sword.
Oh, crit, yeah.
Oh, and my sword goes up.
Nice.
All right, so let's
did anyone crit with the lance?
No.
I don't think I crit with lance.
Or a spear, I should say. Okay.
No.
All right.
See.
No problem.
Nope. All right. So let's see here. All right, I have, in that case, sword and then energetic and modest. Were the two that I've got. All right, so
you got to roll. So the idea is that if you fail with a skill, you actually go up with it at this point, because the idea is if you rolled higher, it raises it.
Okay.
You have to roll over the values, which is why it's so much more difficult once it's at a certain level to get it higher up.
Gotcha. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, energetic would be the only one that goes. That's the first one.
That's fine. You'll have the option at some point with the experience to improve things mandatory by practice and training.
Cool.
Right. So if you don't get it here, that's the way to do it.
Gotcha. So that goes, energetic goes up by 1 then. All right, sweet.
And I will endeavor next year to do a better job. So in year 486 of saying like, when I ask for a check, when that should be a check, as in like you get to test this at the end of the year, not just on a crit, because it's not just a crit. It's I should also be dictating that you should have highlighted that for the end of the year, right?
Okay,
As this was important. Okay. So again, these are new shoes. We're working them in. Okay.
Sounds good.
Cool. Are we all done our experience rolls, everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. We increase our knight's age by 1. You also increase your household members' ages by 1. Your squire goes up by 1 as well. They're included.
And they no longer become our squire.
Yeah. No longer become your squire once they become 21.
That's right.
Right. So the idea is that once they get to a 20 is like the best one.
Those are the best. Yeah.
Yeah. If your knight is not 35 yet, so you don't have to worry about your attributes decreasing.
I don't know how old. Let's see. My uncle, or really any of my family members are. Let's see.
Okay.
We'll make up some numbers, but then we do household member survival.
Yep.
Okay.
I moved us all to the winter page, right? We were looking at the winter page.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just so you know, everybody, I got a big ass flow chart, and by big ass, I mean I didn't make this. I found someone who did this. So
all right. So both.
Shout out to
I've got
shout out to
two
them.
sets. I've got 2 sets to do. The first 2d20 are for my my cousin Ewain, and Braz the Bastard. They're safe.
They're adults, as long as you don't roll a 1.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
And these two are for my uncle Peridor and my uncle-in-law Gwellis. Oh, Peridor died.
No, Peridor has a wait. Oh yeah, are they an elder?
Yeah, he's 47 years old.
Yep. Wasn't Peridor going to marry?
Peridor was going to marry again because his wife died. Yeah. Oh no.
Oh my god, I was going to have Peridor marry your aunt.
Oh no.
Okay, well that's a big deal. That's a big deal for next year.
That really is.
She died. Oh, he died. He died.
He's dead.
So we keep losing people. All right. Colin's the type of character who will write up a family tree. Everybody. So there's a family tree to Colin's family. So I had to go search for it, but here we go. Yeah, Peridor. So Yvain. Yvain lost her dad.
Yep.
Damn. Because oh my god, Linfleur is dead. The Peridor's around. Okay, then how I was gonna have your mom marry Peridor.
I think that was everyone thought that was the plan, and I think it literally just one day he didn't wake up.
God. Yeah.
Oof, that's bad.
Oh, okay. All right, rip in peace, Peridor.
Yeah, right. Anadine, my mother.
Yeah.
Is inconsolable.
Yeah, it's a bad time. What about you? What about you?
Let's see. Here we go. All right. So I rolled 2 for each one.
How did everything get minimized? What did I just do?
There we go. All right. That's for mini dog, mine dog.
Yeah. They're all adults, so as long as you don't roll a 1.
There we go. 3 surviving.
Cool. Yep. Don't roll 1s. Everything's good here. Then I think we're ready to look at our manors.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's do it.
Then we're gonna start with Manorial luck. So normal income. You all are gonna gain $10 dues. 10 Libra. 10 Librum, I should say. That's your manor income. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty shaky. I was too busy reading up the battle rules, and even then I didn't have enough of a full scope of them where I wanted to. So like manor stuff is definitely off the thing, but the idea here is that you're gonna be using money and you're gonna be building things in your manor to give you more money and better benefits and automatic checks to certain skills. So there's sort of like a Sims mini game as well to this whole game.
That I am very unfamiliar with that because I haven't looked in the book of the manor
So
at all.
yeah, because we have feast mini games, we have battle mini games, we got economic Sims mini games. Okay, so the first thing we do is you roll in the Manorial luck table. It's a d6. Okay. Don't roll a 3 or less.
Crap.
Fantastic. Can each of you roll a d20 for me, please?
Oh no.
Oh, nice. Colin, you got an unusual dispute amongst your peasants. Requiring you to be just.
Ooh. Okay.
You want me to roll the context?
You can if I know you love rolling tables. So.
I do. I do love my tables. There is literally like random peasant argument table in this game. I'm not even kidding. It's amazing.
That's awesome.
Where are you?
Two peasants are arguing over whether or not they both agree that a goat is actually a witch and has cursed one of their families, but they can't agree on whether or not it's a male or female goat because it's known that witches can disguise themselves as either male or female. So one of them thinks that this is a male witch goat disguised as a female goat, and the other thinks it is merely a female witch disguised as a female.
Female goat. Oh my
Nice.
god. Yeah, let's do that. Well, I can't find the table. I wasn't expecting to get into that, so let's do it. All right.
Let's do it. That's awesome.
Okay, I was not expecting that. I was just buying time for you.
Well, no, I found it. I found it. Roll a d20.
Okay.
4. That it's over the use of a village's plow. So I feel like your thing about a goat is more interesting than a plow.
Somehow my goat thing is less ridiculous than who gets to use the plow.
The goat ruined a plow, which is obviously due to a witch.
Clearly.
Okay, love it. Yep, and now you have to sort out this shit.
Right, and the peasants, these two farmers are arguing about the goat, and I'm trying to solve the problem that they're not recognizing, which is we only have the one plow now. Which of you gets to use it? And they can't leave this goat issue alone. And I'm like, it's not about the goat. It's
you're going to have to actually deal with this now, right?
Yeah. Okay.
This is going to require you sitting in judgment.
That sounds fine. So am I rolling just?
I think so.
I'm
if you get it right, then whatever you say is the right decision.
Yeah. I'm not tapping anything because I don't think Gareth gives a single shit about this. Yeah, so Gareth just says
you're arbitrary. Mark a check to arbitrary. If you don't give a shit, like honestly, then I should have heard you. You can either roll just here or just mark a check for arbitrary to
I'm
roll.
Gonna mark arbitrary.
Yeah.
He just says every other week the other gets the use for it, and one's like, I have like twice the size plot as him.
Like, get out of here.
I don't care. We're done. We're not talking about this. Your lord has declared.
Awesome. Yes. Okay. Let's do that. That sounds amazing. Cool. I'm gonna write down that happened here. So test the arbitrary right now, anyways, to see if it goes up.
Yep.
Because that happened a little bit beforehand. But
yeah, and it's just a 10 for me, so so it does go up. Gareth is an interesting guy.
It does go up. Do you have is this representative of a disdain for common folk, or?
Absolutely.
Okay, then maybe make a directed trait there, right? Of contempt for
contempt for the little
contempt for peasantry. Yeah. Right, and then roll like a d6, and that's the value of it, and that will be the modifier to any rolls with peasants going forward. 1. Oh, don't worry, that will go up over time.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm not worried about it. Awesome. Did you roll as well, Jim? For Erwin?
Yeah, they're up here. I got a 2 and then a 14.
All right, you got a 14. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, you got property destroyed.
Uh-oh.
You don't have any. You don't have any property.
I don't really have any property at Childerton, do I? Is it the wine press?
Maybe you were going to have.
Maybe we're
Like maybe it's just like
roll. Yeah. Okay. Roll a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll a d7.
All right.
Your mill's messed up.
Oh man. Okay.
Maybe the storm came through and like just shredded your mill.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's not great.
That's not great.
Okay. That's a Manorial luck.
Awesome.
The next step up here, let's see here. We have conflict table. Yep.
He comes back from
conflict tables. Fate. Weather, conflict, and pestilence determine fate. Jesus, you have to roll all these things separately. What the hell? This is way more different than what we did with Steven, but that's fine. Conflict is pretty normal. Let's see. Oh wait, I rolled on the luck table here, so that's a calamity. I don't think I need to roll on these ones. Okay. Oh, there's a property destruction table.
Oh yeah.
Roll a d20. Roll a d20 for me.
Let's do it. 19.
A 19 is 1d6 fields instead. So do that instead.
6 fields.
Jeez.
Are you for real?
I rolled max. Becomes-
One field represents a loss of $1 income for the night.
Oof.
So this
Shoulder-
year,
had a bad year.
and Cholderton, so you're gonna have $4 instead of your 10.
Yeah.
You're no longer going to be able to maintain your lifestyle.
Yeah.
You're
so
going to be poor.
Cholderton is at the very top of the Bourne River, right? Or the Gunnet River, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the goat.
Did your field just get wiped like
You're the goat.
river
You have the
shifted?
goat.
It is. Yeah, it's the one
Yeah.
with the goat. The damn goat.
Yeah, I think something flooded.
Something must have flooded.
It ruined it. Something's totally ruined. Oh my god.
Was there a dike or a dam that like just gave out, or the river changed position? Right. There was a storm, or
could it be like a
shifted
bank
position.
eroded or something? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. 6
wow.
fields.
Jeez.
So how can you? Is there any way to repair that?
You can plant them next year,
Okay.
so you don't have to worry about it. It's just this year.
That's
You're not
so
gonna be.
bad.
I'm gonna we don't have the
That's-
time to like figure it out, but like you only have $4. Normally,
Well, I
it
had 2
costs
to start
9
with.
Right.
So I had 2 Libra before, but anyway, that's not enough.
So in general, the great picture here is that
Mm-hmm.
on Knight's lifestyle, you get $10. 9 of those dollars is fucking spoken for.
right.
So like that's your life. That's the life. That's maintaining your horse. That's maintaining your wife and your family. You know, that goes to paying your pet, like for extra gear and upkeep. So that's not great.
So you're in arrears.
We'll figure out where that goes and where you want to take it from.
All right, let's do it.
No, I mean like later on.
No, like later on. Yeah.
Okay. Care. This modifies your fate. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to do that next year. We just learned how much because that concerns with your compassion, concern for your commoners versus their hatred of their landlord.
Oh no. I foresee a future.
Yeah. Cool.
Stable rolls next.
We're gonna roll misfortune.
Oh.
No, you're gonna
We're
do
still doing-
stewardship versus misfortune is the next one.
Okay.
I'm trying to see what misfortune rolls as. Here is misfortune. Tough. You can always borrow money. That's probably fine.
Oh yeah. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm sure there's no one you can get in trouble.
Oh, I roll 3d6 for the 3d6 plus 5 for the weather. 16. Then I add modifiers from conflict, pestilence, or wasteland, or random events. That's where that comes in. Okay. And that is that 3d6 plus anything from the conflict, pestilence, and wasteland. Okay, and then that is getting rolled against your stewardship. You don't have we didn't do the marriage or anything yet, so you're not married.
Nope.
So you have to roll your
Failed to get
stewardship
married.
this turn.
I've got a stewardship.
It's an opposed roll versus 16.
Okay.
Let's see how we do.
Oh no. I fucked up.
But I failed too.
Okay. That's good.
But I succeed. Okay,
Succeeded on that
so
one.
that's the matrix. I look at the manor matrix and determine what happens. This is amazing.
Cholderton. This is the
Cholderton
worst
has been
year.
in the worst year. Yeah.
This
All
is
right, so
terrible.
So you, the stewardship was a failure, while the misfortunes was a success. So you're going to have a bad harvest, which makes sense.
Makes sense.
Colin, you failed and I failed. We both failed. So you have a regular. So here's what happens. A bad is you make half as much money.
So it's 3 or 5 instead of 10.
Which means you literally would make negative
Really,
money.
negative money. Sweet. All right.
I mean, yeah.
That's basically what it is.
It's half minus 6 is what you got. So you literally lost $1.
Mm-hmm.
That one, the $2 you had now is $1.
Just the one.
I mean, you are literally broke.
Yes. So
Is it time to sell a horse?
It's time to
It
get
might be
married.
the time. It's
You
time
might.
to get married
Or get
It's
married.
just 'cause of
Now
life.
you
Yeah.
have to get married and
I was
hope
gonna
for a
say-
dowry of something.
He's gonna if faced with this position after coming home from Durnsford and this little stop at Winterbourne Gunnet, he maybe that's where he figures out that the river's flooded while he's staying with Garrett.
My God.
Yeah, this can't help your paranoia.
Not
Nope.
at all. No.
This is all orchestrated.
Yeah, he just fumes all his way home from
This is all
Winterbourne
orchestrated
Gunnet.
by Sir Frigg.
Afraid.
I'm imagining, right? You come to Winterbourne Gunnet, and you just had this terrible experience in Durnsford. I'm like, brother of mine,
Mm.
let me show you something to ease the suffering I know you have right now, the hot sickness. And I show you this thing, the manuscript I've written, and there is Gorthrim and like a legacy for him and a little something.
Certainly.
And you feel good, and you ride home, and like the camera, you get to the top of the hill and the camera pans up and it's just water.
Just everywhere. Just a bunch of mud peasants picking through the the flooded fields and hedgerows destroyed and all that. So well, then he will have to swallow his pride, and that's a good thing, because he's going to have to put his name out there and save his manor. And if I am, I'll do what
You're gonna randomly get married.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is going to be a courtesy roll, but here's what happens: you get a +1 to this per 1,000 glory you have.
Okay.
You get a +1 to this for every loyalty for your lord over 15. I don't think you've done any deeds that would confer any bonus here.
No.
If you want to spend any gifts provided in this, you can roll +1 for per libra spent.
Do you spend that
I got
last?
last Libra. I'm going to spend it on this modifier.
Awesome. And then if you on the critical roll, if you crit it, it's +2. A success is +1, and a fumble is -2. So I guess you could set this up with a courtesy roll.
Yeah.
You do. If you want it's not a courtesy roll. This is just a general D20 plus those figures. If you roll a courtesy roll to set yourself up, that's a success is 1, a fumble is -2, a crit is +2 as a modifier. Roll to this your wife's rank.
Yeah, I've got a 5 of courtesy. So what's a fumble?
A fumble is -2.
So you get 5 + 1 for your glory.
Yeah. +1 for my glory. 2 for my fealty. Because I got 17. For your
fealty. Yep. Okay.
And then I got no deeds, and then another plus. So I got +4 because of the gift.
Yeah.
And
that means if you roll a 1, you're going to be looking at a wealthy commoner, which is kind of fun.
Okay. Yeah, I see that. All right. You know what?
But you really want,
I would I'd like to try the courtesy roll, I think. So when I fumble, that's what I roll.
A natural 20.
Being a natural 20. Oh, all right.
I believe in you. I believe in you.
All right.
Roll
D20 +4. Oh, you're doing the courtesy. You're doing it. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. No bonuses. So close. So close.
Okay.
All right.
So
nothing happens. All right. No.
D20 +4.
Don't roll one. Don't roll one.
Don't roll one. There we go.
10.
14.
14. Daughter of Vassal Knight.
Hey. All right. Okay.
1d6 to determine daughter number.
Let's see. Where's my d6 at?
That's good.
Let's go.
The first daughter.
Yeah, it's the first daughter.
The first daughter. Okay, I thought this was
the eldest daughter.
Eldest daughter. All right.
And now you see roll 1d6 for how many brothers they have. 4. Okay.
4 brothers. That's not, but that's fine. All right.
Meeting the Irish family, all the brothers.
And now roll their dowry. A d6.
This is what you need.
Sure.
You got $2, but you got 100 glory for getting
That's true.
Spent $1. You spent a Libra to get 2 Libra.
2 Libra. That's fine. He's He will. Can you imagine? He's at the ceremony. He's all year. He's been building this up since the knighting ceremony, and he just is there at his wedding, and it's just maybe it's joyless for him, and like,
Did we get a Kubrick stare from him?
yeah, Glissig.
Okay. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
You don't see it right now.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I did something here. 9, 11. She has an appearance of 18.
Ooh.
So.
Oh.
Wow.
She's comely.
Mm-hmm.
Her name is Glessig. I haven't determined which manor she's from. As long as it's not one of you all manors, that would be really awkward.
Yeah.
Oh, how funny would it be if it was you?
It was
Wait. Is it
Raids.
Yvain? Oh, could it be Yvain? Colin?
Ooh.
Oh.
What do you?
But
What do you?
can a knight marry a knight?
Yeah.
Don't knights need to marry stewards.
I mean, yeah.
That's
it's
true.
possible, but if that's not interesting, that might be possible. I mean, you landed a vassal knight. I don't know who they are yet. So I think that could be on the table, but instead, let's maybe just roll up a random house and see what we get to.
Mhm.
I'm thinking.
I got Berwick St. James, which belongs to somebody.
That's one of the
That's
rivals.
that's Tinger.
Mhm.
Tinker, yeah.
Oh, that's Tinger. You married Tinger's sister.
All right. Tinger.
Remember Tinger's the big football player energy.
Yeah.
With the hooch.
Yeah.
He's,
All right.
He's the one that I feuded with.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You still haven't.
And we still haven't. Yeah, we haven't. Oh, that's. I think we're barely keeping it together at your wedding.
Yeah, your wedding
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I guess he's glad in some part, but
I don't think you have a wedding.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know that. Yeah, it's not really so.
You don't
much
have
a
any
wedding.
money.
Right? Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna pay for it all? No one.
Absolutely not.
He has a poor hedge knight's wedding.
You're impoverished.
Yeah.
This has been a crucible for Erwin, and I am
Certainly.
here for it.
Certainly has. This has been a year.
It's been a year.
This is just 1 year of playing Pendragon.
Okay. I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna hold off on marriage. I want to. I'd just like to see all these mechanisms, but I am gonna hold off. I think Gareth is not pushing it.
If you wait, you take +1 to the d20 roll per year.
Okay.
But you have to roll a courtesy roll.
Yeah.
If you roll a courtesy roll, you basically like bank a +1.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I don't think my courtesy is good though. In fact, I know it's not good. Courtesy, it's a 5.
Okay. Nope, you don't get the +1.
Okay.
That's fine. Just wait.
I'm still being me. Still being Gareth. This slightly jittery knight.
But you did make $10, so you get $1 overall,
Yep.
Gareth. Do you wanna save that, or do you wanna?
Gareth is gonna pay for Erwin's wedding.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. So you're gonna give that $1 to him as a generous thing?
Yeah. And I'm going to try and be inspired by the oath we took. Our fortune should be as one.
Mm-hmm.
Gareth is maybe a little annoyed that it came up so quickly and like kind of immediately.
Jeez.
Right. I've come
bank
to
some goodwill first.
Yeah.
I've come to honor our arrangement.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, that was just yesterday.
It was almost immediate, and I think it was a passion of 12. So I'm rolling.
Roll it.
Boom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I am inspired.
No, you're not inspired.
No.
Oh.
Oh. I think I am just annoyed.
You're melancholic.
Yeah, I'm like.
No, you didn't critically fumble. You're just sad.
Yeah, I'm
you
like.
have -5 to this roll.
Okay, that means And I'm rolling generous.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's an
Yeah,
auto.
I don't think it's an auto fail.
Oh no.
He's not that shitty, but
Yeah.
it is not good. Okay, yeah, because selfish was the one that I just raised. Oh fuck me.
Oof.
I think.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you lower your passion with him by 1.
Okay. Yeah. No, that scans.
Yeah.
There's that moment where like I've done the calculation and I see the money, and Erwin has just left the estate, and giving me an update on how things are going, and like talking about, oh man, I could really use some money. Have you gotten your harvest in? And I'm like, yes. And there's the awkward pause where I don't say anything else.
Love it.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to read about what you can buy. I know everyone wants to buy an apiary. Apiaries are really good.
I'll have to read all that, I think.
Yeah, I gotta figure out what you can build and what you get out of it. Yeah. All right. Shit, everybody. It costs three Librum to build. For example, the income, it gives you 1d2 income, and it costs 1 to maintain. So basically, will always pay for itself, and it gives you an automatic check to energetic, as well as -1 to weather tests. So it's pretty good.
Apiary, yeah, sounds good.
But anyways,
make some honey, some mead.
Yeah. Good job, everybody.
That's awesome. All right,
great.
He returns to his cold manor in Cholderton
to
the weather the winter. Yep.
The tragedy of Sir Erwin is writing itself.
Hey,
he is beginning to view this as his Job moment of he has to do this. He has to suffer before he can rise. Yeah.
You are always resolute, right?
Always.
Time to have that tested. Childbirth. Not Colin, but you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
Erwin, childbirthed. D20.
D20.
D20 for each wife and lover, but you only got 1. So.
Dun-dun-dun. Healthy child. Yeah.
D20 is 6.
6.
Healthy child.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a D6. Odd as female, even as male. Male.
Son. See, he ends the year. Well, we'll see if they survive.
Yeah. We'll worry about that next year.
Mm-hmm.
Household member improvement. Their skills or passions increase of 15 or less by 1 point. 16 to 20 increase by a D6 roll of 6. We're not doing family events.
Okay.
Training and practice. So you can do one of the following 3 things, both of you. You can add 1d6 plus 1 points to any skills or multiple skills up to 15. You can add 1 point to a skill that is greater than or equal to 15. You may or for option 3, you may increase an attribute, trait, or passion by 1.
Ooh.
I think I'm going to take the first option because I think I want to get better at stewardship. And
I think I'm going to do the same.
Well,
I think that okay.
Hold on. Bring this up, though. Your wife has a stewardship score.
Yes.
That doesn't help me.
It doesn't help you.
How old is she?
I have to roll that.
Okay.
Well, that can't be right. She does not have a stewardship of 24. But I think because I rolled pretty goddamn well, I think she has a stewardship of 20.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I just rolled like a random 3d6 there. Plus, I was like +7 because that's what her app bonus was too. Like I rolled a d10 to get a random modifier for this stuff, and that is such a ridiculously good successful roll. So maybe if I skirted the 7, maybe it's like a 19.
Sure.
So
19.
like, what if she like so this is like the real secret. Right? That in all of this and how you can withstand, she turns out to be a genius at stewardship. And she's going to help you turn this thing around.
Yeah, maybe he ends the year, the birth of his son.
Lining.
He spends a few weeks with his wife, and they like are dealing with the realness of 6 flooded fields, and she just like bowls him over with, and he's like,
Oh wow.
yeah, he's quite impressed, and just, you know, a little ray of brightness in his winter.
I'd like to ask,
Mhm.
what happens with the boar tusk?
Ooh, where is the boar tusk?
That was the symbol of your all's friendship.
Yes.
Right, and it was, I think what Gareth had said is carve this until it's in the shape of something you give to. At the time, it was going to
Yes.
go to Lady Frey, but did he finish the boar tusk before that?
I think he was like maybe working on it on the trip to Durnsford over the summer and into the fall. But like maybe maybe he waited too long, that it was so important to him, so worked up, that he just like, I can't take a knife. This only one boar tusk kind of thing. What if it messes up or it's not the right? Second guessed himself. And I think maybe it I don't know, maybe it ends up forgotten about somewhere, like in a saddlebag or something. Like, he's coming back with the flood and the disappointment and the everything. Maybe he just doesn't, he just misplaced it.
All right, Chekhov, let's put that tusk right up here over the mantle.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I like
it.
that.
That's super good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet.
Calculate glory for this year.
Mhm.
Traits and passions greater than 16 accrue you 1 point of glory. And every extra 1 librum spent on conspicuous consumption up to 100 is worth some glory as well.
Yeah,
Things to remember now going forward in battles. It didn't really come up here, but because I have to read about it. But you can also try to take people ransom. That's where you get money.
yeah.
That's way to get money. Ransoming people.
That's gonna come up.
Gareth,
Gareth, this is the year of planning for Gareth.
Sure. Is that regular soldiers or knights only?
It depends on who you're fighting. Some people will, some more like higher end Saxons might be worth money.
Let's see.
Applying bonuses for glory. You all transcended the 1,000 threshold this year. In Pendragon, every time you go over 1,000, you get to immediately add 1 point to any attribute, trait, passion, or skill.
Oh, nice.
Up to your Kimric bonuses. So your what do you call it? Your size can increase.
Okay.
Your size is locked in.
I'm going to bump up. What am I going to bump up?
I'm going to bump up my dexterity.
That's actually a good idea. Ooh, that is a good idea. My dexterity is garbage. Let's do that.
And then, so that's from that. And then we've got, I was going to do the D6 plus 1 to another skill.
As part of
multiple
the
skills.
year of planning, I dumped all 5 points into intrigue. Gareth is learning. He wants to learn how to make moves. I think Gareth's the type of guy to talk to himself in an empty room.
Yeah.
And like about his plans. Like he's practicing monologuing like a fucking villain.
Yes, of course. Of course you are. That's amazing. God, that's so good. Cool. All right then. And that's
awesome.
That's our rough winter phase. I'll have more stuff for what you can buy for next year, and have that kind of squared away. But god dang,
that's awesome.
The end year 485 comes to a close. Go to 486 next time. I know we're a little bit over time, but thank you all for indulging me. This is super good.
This is awesome.
People were saying Gareth is the villain of the campaign.
Gareth is going to be the villain of his offspring, at least. Like, I'm seeing a real pattern of bad dads and parents in the Winterborn Gunnet family.
This is awesome. Cool. So then I think what I'll do off camera too then is I think I'll do some rough fortune rolls or I should say misfortune rolls for your friendly knights as well to get an idea of what they're like.
Yeah.
But in general, this is pretty good. Cool. Good stuff, everybody.
That's
well,
awesome.
thanks for coming out and playing Pendragon with me today.
Yes.
It's a wild game, isn't it?
My pleasure. That is
Wild.
awesome. Yeah. I love the swinginess. I love just you have no idea what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And that's really cool. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. All right, then. Let's do some outros.
All right. Yes, I am Jim Davis of WebDM. We're over on YouTube and sometimes on Twitch. We're talking about RPGs and other tabletop games alike. So come and check us out. And this is great. Loved it. Love the battle. Love the flow of it. And yeah. There you go. Colin?
Yeah.
I'm Colin Volcanet. I am one half of the Phantom Roll Booth. We are a creative firm making RPG stuff adjacent and stuff. It's me and my partner, Marcy Villan. You can find me on this channel on Saturdays playing Miseries and Misfortunes with Eric. And on Thursdays, I run Simbarum over on Unmade Gaming with Mike. So check that out. If you want to check out what other stuff I'm doing, check me out on @ColinItLikeIC on Twitter.
Thank you. And of course, I'm Eric. I'm EricVulgaris. This is my channel. Thank you all for showing up. We play every week, every Monday, 4 to 6 Pacific. Love this game a lot. I think we're gonna probably maintain the pace of every 2 sessions is gonna be a year because we want to do all the extra little mini games and stuff in our stuff, and I think we're into it. I think we're just gonna stick to that pace. So look forward to more of that stuff. So we're gonna come up with the start of year 486. So lots of feasting. Lots to celebrate, lots to intrigue, all of that stuff coming up for the next part. So don't go anywhere for that. And tonight, in about an hour, 7 o'clock, I'll be playing some 40k Wrath and Glory over on Margaret Crone's channel. So I'm going to wolf down my dinner that you saw me slowly pecking at, and then get ready to jump into that Zoom call and get ready to play there too. All right? So that's it for me. Take care, everybody. Bye.